Thanks very much, Christy. Hey, I'm Matt from Tietto. We are basically a new producer, and obviously I'll go through that production stage pretty quick and get on to what we're exploring for the rest of the year. So, standard disclaimers, you're free to read it at your own leisure. So Abidjan is a low-cost mine in Côte d'Ivoire. Côte d'Ivoire is probably the jewel of West Africa at the moment. It really is like a fantastic place to do business. It's got great infrastructure, power lines, 12 cents a kilowatt hour US power. We've got a road network that gets us 500 k's to site in just over 5 hours. And, you know, the project's economics are exceptional at, you know, just over $1.3 billion based on a $1,900 gold price, which, according to this morning, is approaching pretty quickly. We're unhedged. We're pretty confident about the gold price remaining high, especially as US interest rates start to drop. And we've got a very large prospective land package, over 1,100 square kilometres around our permit. Significant resources that we're sitting at 3.83 million ounces at the moment. That's grown from just over 500,000 in 2018. So it's been a rapid growth over the project, and we've got some really good ground outside of our project area that could potentially turn into some new mines as well. We've got the unaudited cash, bullion and VAT in just over $80 million AED at the end of last quarter, less than $10 million US debt. We're really looking forward to having a very strong quarter and strong for the rest of the year. We have guidance come out at the end of this quarter, and we're looking to have a really strong year in line with our life of mine plan. So that's our corporate snapshot. As you can see, we've got two large Chinese companies on the board. One of them is just, well, not just, but in the last 5 months lobbed a hostile takeover at us. That's Xiaojin, who's currently sitting there with 7%. Shifeng and all the other large shareholders have publicly sort of come out against what we see as an opportunistic and underpriced offer. We're looking, it hasn't traded at 58 cents since the offer came out, at or below, so they haven't picked up a whole lot of shares, so we're hopefully see that offer go away and we'll grow right into the future. That's our team, and we've all worked in West Africa pretty solidly for the last 15 years. A lot of us come from a lesser-known Russian miner, you know, that does about 1 million ounces, called Nordgold. And, you know, we've been, Clinton and I met, I think, 15 or 16 years ago at Resolute Mining for the commissioning of the Syama roaster, and the rest of the team I've worked with in various roles, you know, for over 15 years. It's been a difficult 2023. We poured first gold. We hadn't done our pre-strip mining, so we really got stuck with no ore. You know, we put out a mineral resource, and then, yeah, like Kagan Wang, our founder, he stepped down, and I got promoted to managing director. We got Clinton on board in August, and we got an opportunistic takeover offer in October. So Clinton moved all the way, relocated his family back here for the role. First day of the job, he gets a hostile takeover bid. So it was pretty hard. Since December and January, we've had successive plus 13,000 ounces of gold production, and we're looking, pretty good. Yeah, we're 88% loaned by Tietto, 10% government, Côte d'Ivoire, 2% local partners. It really is a partnership with the government, and that they help us out a lot through the issues that we face. It's different to a lot of West African countries where you're left on your own. They really do provide support, both in security and also in infrastructure. We've got an excellent ore metallurgically. We get probably 70% of our ore out straight over gravity, and the rest comes out through the CIL. We haven't had a recovery below 94, even at really low head grades that we started off of less than 0.5. So, we're looking at a life of mine production target of 170,000 ounces a year till 2032, and we're pretty confident we can fill in that tail and extend it all the way out, you know, into at least for another 5 years or so. We're looking at putting out guidance at the end of this quarter, as I mentioned. That's been our startup year, and just January numbers in there. As you can see, we were really mining limited at the start. All mining sort of matched, all milled. We had empty ROM pads. It was tough. Now we've really started getting in front. Our contractors really stepped up, and we're starting to really hit the grades and the tonnage rates through the mills that we knew we could from the start, but we were limited. Our outlook is looking pretty good for the rest of the year. We've got 7 production diggers on site. It's moving a lot of dirt. We've really outpaced, ore mining has outpaced milling for the first time, and we're starting to build stockpiles both on the ROM and lower grade stockpiles just off the ROM pad. This is our growth, and that's our resources to date. We've currently got 3.83 million ounces. That's going to be expanded again when we finish drilling our APG pit. But you can see it's been rapid growth, and most of that's due to our founder, Kagan Wang. We've got 6 of our own diamond drill rigs on site. Most of that's been done in diamond. We've got a little bit of RC in there, but it's an amazing effort, and a very good cost basis. We're drilling diamond at well less than sort of $60 a metre all in, and yeah, that's resulted in this great growth. It's also for Côte d'Ivoire, which is heavily forested and heavily cropped. Diamond drills have a much lower impact on the local community, so you can get in there and move these rigs about without dozing big tracks for an RC rig. That's our main shear at Abidjan. So if you can see that AG core section there, that's probably 85% of our current reserves. What we are drilling out now is the APG pit, and we'll continue to drill out all the little sort of pits along that shear as we move forward through this year. We started our drill rigs up again, so we're really primed into action. We sort of had a break after production started, and everything's up and running again now. That's what it looks like in our main core, and you can see there's a main structure there. You can also see a parallel structure to the north. We've got some interesting hits up there. That's all that dark blue line is our mining permit. So we've got some interesting ground there, and we're getting hits everywhere. We're really trying to do a really good target definition package this year, because it's easy just to go and put holes in. It's harder to actually find a mineable pit. So we're really looking to build our economic reserves inside our mining licence. And to the south there, you'll see there's an extension of our exploration licence, and you can see some of the good geochemical anomalies on there. We're really looking to expand in that direction primarily. There's some great looking deposits that we're pretty confident are going to turn into satellite pits in the near future. We've sort of got a $10 million US exploration budget for this year. About $5 million of that money will be spent in this exploration sort of area, sort of within trucking distance of Abidjan. And we're just finishing up our APG drill out now. We've got a potential for possibly a heap leach operation down there. We're going to see how it goes. At the gold prices that are currently, it might look to be a better option to expand our current milling circuit and truck it up the road. So this is our greenfields exploration, and I guess this is what the majority of you guys are interested in. That's all the permits we've got either under application or under, or we actually actively exploring in Côte d'Ivoire. So we've got Boungano project, which is probably our most advanced greenfields exploration program. We've had some pretty strong hits from the very limited amount of drilling we put into that to date. We're really ramping up drill rigs for that. I've got a little section on it later. We've got the Pala project, which is near the Endeavour's new Lafayette project. Yakro, Subra and Bundali in the north. It's actually 3 different ASX explorers that have got a Bundali project, so we might have to change that name. But it's they're all around the same structure, and there's all some very prospective ground. So that's Boungano there. We've got fully granted permits. We're putting about 3,200 metres of test drilling in to try and define the mineralisation this 6 months, I'd say this half. We've got a whole recon and sort of target definition program planned as well. And sort of a geochem sampling hopefully we can find the main structure and start our drilling program along that this year. So it's a pretty exciting prospect, and we're very pleased to actually start hitting it with diamond rigs proper this year. This is our other jurisdiction we're currently working in. I guess we've got Sestos to the north. Now Sestos is a very it borders on Iti mine, which is Endeavour's sort of I think 5 million ounce deposit that they're currently mining. We've had some very, very interesting geochem anomalies, especially in the sampling. We've plus sort of 1 kilogram a tonne nickel, copper, cobalt, chromium, along with gold as well in there. So it's a mixed system, I guess. What we're seeing at the moment is similar to the original sort of geochem anomalies that were found in Julimar by Chalice. It's completely unexplored, and it's a great permit to be in. We've also got Bassa, which is heavily mined by artisanals at the moment. So there's obviously gold there. We're just going to do a proper geomag survey on it this year. Oh, sorry, I've got... That's our sort of strike range, so 5 kilometres open that we're defining targets for over this quarter of work. We've got a big trenching program planned to try and test some of these anomalies. We've got a handheld XRF to see what's there, just as we work. And we're really hoping that we find something that's mineable in this region and open up a whole new province in Liberia. We've got a government that's very friendly, very looking to attract investment, and it's a place we're interested to do business. It's an English-speaking country, so it's a bit of an anomaly in what's mostly Francophone West Africa, but it's certainly a good place to be at the moment, and it's very it likes to attract mining investment. Then we've got Bassa. We've had some interesting hits there from trenching. We're certainly going to do a big geomagnetic survey. And apologies, I'm also a process engineer. I don't speak geologist that well, but it's work that's ongoing, and we've got a nice mineralisation structure defined there. We've got a lot of artisanal gold miners in the area, mostly mining what we're seeing as artisanal wash that's coming down from that main structure, and we're pretty keen to define some targets this year and hopefully get a drilling program up and running by the end of the year to hopefully find a new resource there. That's Tietto Minerals. I've still got 2 minutes left, so I get a chocolate. So
Is that it?
we're actually the last bit. Thanks very much.